Welcome to SDH's coverage of everything going on in MLS Next Pro. We've got playoff clinching scenarios to go over here as we get through to get to match week 24. Playoff clinching scenarios. Yes, we are to that particular point of the schedule. Go through all the standings, all the news, everything you need to know when it comes to everything in MLS Next Pro. The last 7 days will get you ready for the next 7 days as well, and to take you through the schedule. All right, speaking of the schedule, the last 7 days, here's what happened. Big win for Carolina Core at Northern Kentucky, 1-0 win over FC Cincinnati 2. LAFC 2 and T2 end up going to PKs, 2-2 after 90. LAFC gets the extra point, winning 5-3 in PKs at Titan Stadium at Cal State Fullerton. On Saturday the 17th, Huntsville City Football Club, big win over Red Bulls 2-3-2. North Texas SC 4-1 winners over Dynamo Dos at Choctaw Stadium. Last Sunday, St. Louis City 2-3, Loons 2-0 at National Sports Center Stadium, which gets us to our first match of the week. York Lions Stadium on the campus of York University. Toronto FC 2, Philadelphia Union 2. Here's your highlights, courtesy of our friends at MLS Next Pro and Apple TV.
A look at the starting 11s. First for Toronto, led by headman Gianni Cimini in his third season. It's a 4-4-2 shape. It's a 3-4-3. 20-year-old Marcus Anderson getting the start up front. 4 MLS appearances to his name this season. All clear weather-wise and good to go. Toronto in the home red kits. Philadelphia looking to pick up where they left off after getting back in the win column last week. 3 consecutive losses. Good passage of play here on the near side. Batiste looking to line one up, deflected in! Toronto on the board in the 13th minute, it's Batiste. What a Johnson whips one in towards the 6. It does get to the head of Macania. Bounces softly for Rodriguez to handle. First corner kick for Toronto. Headed. Oh, it's a second. Italo scores. 2-0 Toronto. Oh, everything's going right at the moment. Off the corner kick, unmarked, and that was a problem for Philadelphia. Italo scores, and Toronto is rolling here at home in the rain. It's right side of your screen. 8 yards out. Just more physicality than anybody else. Johnson looking like he may be the one to take this. He does. Johnson nearly able to curl it towards the near post. Rodriguez was at full extension. Those whistles will signify the end of half one here in Toronto. What a start here for the home side. They are in desperate need of points here. First substitutes for either side right out of the locker room. It's a 2-0 lead for Toronto to start off this second half. Also against Cincinnati. He's delivered central, and there's the first. There's the score. Here comes Philadelphia. It's 2-1. You knew they were due. It's Kellen LeBlanc. Oh, watch out now. Be careful, Rodriguez. Oh no! Played central. LeBlanc wants a second. He has it. LeBlanc with the brace. Philadelphia have tied it. Oh, that is a mistake from Rodriguez. Toronto looking to bring their second substitute into the match here in a few moments. Altobelli sprang it far side to the initial goal scorer, Batiste, by the first man. Batiste clipping it forward. Altobelli goes down in the box. There is a whistle. And a penalty upcoming here for Toronto. Sheridan in net, who made so many key saves in last week's win. Here's Altobelli. Scores! Toronto's back in front. It's 3-2. It's Yari, not Atkinson, in for Altobelli. 21-year-old who made his Toronto FC2 debut. Threatened Toronto earlier in this half. Oh, that's given away, though. Watch out here. Toronto trying to put this on ice, and they do! 4-2 Toronto! Hassan Ayari, fresh off the bench. That's his second, is it not? Yeah, Edwards will be sent off, which 30 seconds before this match is over, he won't be too thrilled with. That'll cost him time down the road. Step outside of the box. Rocio. Parried away by Rodriguez. Not wanting to allow a third here. Great save. Kanya. And that whistle will signify full time. A meaningful win for Toronto at home here today.
Big win for Toronto FC2 as they're trying to climb into the playoff picture. Philadelphia needed the points on the road, didn't get them, so big win for Toronto FC2. Crown Legacy and Chattanooga FC 1-1 after 90. CFC gets the extra point, winning 3-2 in PKs. Columbus over New England 2-1 at historic Crew Stadium. That gets us to our second match of the week. A lot of highlights between Atlanta United 2 and Inter Miami 2. You'll catch a couple of familiar voices on the call. Here's your highlights once again, courtesy of the SDH Network. Jason Longshore on the call.
Gajardo swings it into the middle. Carlton trying to run it down. It's popped away from him by Sunderland. Heavy touch from him. Torres picks his pocket. Tamimi, 40 yards from goal. Cutting to his right foot. Long-range shot from Kareem Tamimi, saved by Cole Jensen. His pass intercepted by Gajardo. Opportunity here for Atlanta. Has Carlton to the left. Gajardo skips past one. Left-footed rip blocked by Saylor. Out for an Atlanta throw. Gajardo was feeling it. Dribbled past one after the interception. And the shot was blocked by Ryan Saylor. Armas corrects the mistake. Carlton dispossessed. Here comes Miami again. Morales, top of the arc. Scoops it through. It gets through. Shot is saved by Hibbert. Corner Miami. Big time save from Jaden Hibbert. To midfield. Flores, Montenegro, Morales. Intercepted by Chongqui. Here comes Atlanta breaking down the left. Chongqui going to cut inside. Going to continue on the dribble. Chongqui picks out Torres into the 18. Aiden Torres saved by Cole Jensen. Kick save with the right foot as Torres had the goal at his own mercy. And Jensen makes the save. Plays it through. Might have been deflected. Here comes Miami. Back to Afonso. Afonso, top of the 18. Diving. Save Jaden Hibbert. Corner. Miami. Seconds remaining in first half regulation. Carlton with a silky turn. Laid off by Tamimi. Carlton up the left side to Chongqui. Dominic Chongqui into the attacking third on the left. Left-footed cross. A curler. Gets to Torres. Slaps it inside to Gajardo. Spinning effort. Wide and high. Goal kick. Gajardo sliding challenge from Negri. And that will do it for the first 45. No goals in that first 45. You heard a couple of themes there. Chances for Atlanta, but you also heard saves by Jaden Hibbert. Halftime felt pretty even. Atlanta was out shooting Miami, but Miami had more shots on target. Game was kind of going in waves of, each team would have moments of control, phases of control, but no goals. Well, that changed in the second half. Things got a little frantic at times. Here's what the highlights sounded like in the second half. Miami up the left side off of the free kick. Back into the middle to Morales. Good ball from him down the left flank. Negri in the corner. Left-footed cross. Volleyed in. Hibbert makes the save and able to get to the rebound. The volley from a late arriving Lawson Sunderland forced a big save from Jaden Hibbert. Throws it into the 18. Wanting to turn. Save Hibbert. Follow-up opportunity from Morales over the bar. Good throw from Miami. As they did the double move, Carmichael came short. Afonso tucked in behind him. His shot forced a save from Hibbert from a tough angle, and it rebounded to Morales at the top of the 6, and he put it over the top. Is Carlton feeling like going to goal here? Gallardo could go to goal here as well. They've got plenty of options inside the 18. It's Gallardo to the back post. Volleyed in. Goal! 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 Atlanta United 2. Javier Armas takes it straight out of the air. The late run from the Spaniard. And Gallardo to Armas for Atlanta's opener. 1-0 Atlanta. Morales to deliver. Near post, headed away by Noble Okello. Negri back up the left side to Morales. Great ball from Negri. Morales on the in line, on the right foot, wants to take a step back, goes in line, cuts it in, blocked, trying to clear Atlanta. They can't. Miami scores. Goal, 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 Miami. Back up the right now, Miami. Sesak cuts inside of Chongqui, slips a pass through. Afonso turns, crosses. Back to Morales. He chests it down, top of the 18. Lays it off. Negri with a drive saved by Hibbert. Kawasmi volleys the clearance away. Off of the goal kick. Hibbert up the right side. Herlock will head it on to Tamimi. Back to Carlton. Through to Herlock. He's going to run it down. Stephen Herlock into the 18. Herlock on the right foot. Shot saved Jensen at the near post. Corner Atlanta.
Feels like there were about 5 different games in the second 45 of this one tonight. Atlanta gets the first goal, and it is such a beautiful free kick setup from Atlanta with Carlton and Gallardo standing over it. Gallardo, absolutely intentional. It is to the late run of Javier Armas, well away from the pile of bodies around the penalty spot. Gallardo puts it on a platter for Armas. He volleys it in with the inside of his right foot. That gives Atlanta the lead. What a finish from Armas. What a ball from Gallardo. The just absolute composure in that moment to deliver that. So Atlanta takes the lead. The Miami goal, really well-worked, recycled situation after an initial clearance. Negri, no hesitation from the Miami first-team left back, who they lost last year due to injury. He puts it up the left side. Morales bravely dribbles into the 18 along the end line. I didn't think he was going to have the space for it. He did. He popped the ball through. It bounced around a little bit, and Ian Frey ends up putting it home for Miami. It looked like it was all Miami at that point. They had all the momentum. Stephen Herlock came into the game on the right side. This is a 17-year-old in Atlanta United's academy. He's committed to Virginia after next spring. He's got one more year of high school, then he'll graduate. He's committed to Virginia for the fall of 2025. If he keeps getting time and keeps delivering like this with Atlanta United too, I'm just saying, I'm not saying, but I'm just saying. He's been really impressive, and the amount of different things he's doing has been really impressive. Herlock flipped the game back Atlanta's way. Then it was back and forth again, and because it happened at the very, very end, we weren't able to hear the clip with Dominic Chongqui. He steps up with an interception. This is the 91st minute of 91. Steps up with an interception, plays it forward, gets it. He plays it forward and continued his run. Ashton Gordon, who came on very, very late, by the way. I'm not sure if he was banged up and could only give you a couple of minutes. He came on very late. He put in an inch-perfect ball on the ground to Chongqui, who Chongqui's interception was 10, 15 yards inside his own half. Chongqui then runs forward, gives it to Gordon, continued his run. This is the left back in the 91st minute at 16 years old. Continues his run down the middle. Gordon plays it back to him, and Chongqui just doesn't have enough left to get his right foot wrapped around it. Misses that shot that could have won it. It doesn't. So it goes to the shootout, and here are your highlights from said shootout.
Jensen in goal. Kawasmi staring him down. Beats him to the right side. Jensen gets that way. Kawasmi put it into the side netting. 4-3 Atlanta, and Miami's got to make this one to keep it alive. Really good penalty from Ramsey Kawasmi. Turns to Jaden Hibbert, applauds him, and Hibbert has a chance to win it. Lawson Sunderland will step to the spot. Hibbert at the top of his own 6. He'll backpedal in. He's got his routine, Jaden Hibbert. He backs into the goal, steps up to the goal line. Couple of hops in the middle. Sunderland stands over it, approaches, and misses. Atlanta wins. Sunderland pulled it wide to the left side, and Atlanta wins the bonus point. Jaden Hibbert saved one in the shootout. Sunderland misses the other one, and Atlanta United 2 with a 1-1 draw and a 4-3 penalty shootout win to bring 2 points back to the Peach State.
Big win for Atlanta United 2, getting the extra point. They now have 11 points in their last 4 matches out of a possible 12. Orlando City B, 3-2 winners over NYCFC 2 at Osceola Heritage Park. Austin FC 2, Sporting Kansas City 2-0 at Children's Mercy Victory Field. Real Monarchs over Rapids 2-1. The Town FC 2-0 winners over Whitecaps FC. And our last match of the week out west, Tacoma Defiance, Ventura County. Here's your highlights courtesy of our friends at MLS Next Pro and Apple TV.
They make 5 changes from the team that lost 2-1 at Real Monarchs last time out last week. Ventura County, they also line up in a 4-2-3-1 under head coach Matt Taylor. They make 3 changes after a 2-1 defeat in El Trafichico. Any joy in the heart of the field. Played along now, no. Tevez got a few options with him, and the back of the net is one as well. Cut back, Tevez now on the right foot, trying to go for 2, and he finds it. 6 and white along that last line of defense for Tacoma to try and attack this one. Curled in by Arnold, a lot of bend on it into the box, and Achara knocks it home. A big moment for him, his first for his side on loan. The right-footed delivery, and it's dangerous again, and it's 2 from free kicks. The set-piece threat continues, and they equalize from 2 down. It's Elijah Paul. Travion Sousa puts it away. Tacoma wins the shootout 4-3, and they take the second points. Bittersweet. They led the match 2-0. They lost that lead, but they leave the match with 2 points.
So Defiance come away with the extra point, winning 4-3 in PK. So that sets up the standings. And once again, we'll do it a conference at a time because of the clinching scenarios that could be happening this weekend. Eastern Conference, FC Cincinnati 2's at 43 points. Philadelphia Union 2's at 41. Crew 2 at 39. Chicago Fire 2 has one more win than Chattanooga FC at 35 points. NYCFC 2 has one more win and 2 matches in hand over Crown Legacy at 34 points. Inter Miami 2 is at 33 points. They have one more win than Red Bulls 2, and that's your 8-9. Number 10, Orlando City B at 31 points. Atlanta United 2, 26 points, match in hand, home game with Orlando City B on Friday. Toronto FC 2, 25 points, and one more win than Carolina Core. Huntsville City Football Club is at 20 points. New England Revolution 2 is at 17. Western Conference. North Texas, 6 points clear of St. Louis City SC 2, 46-40. LAFC 2, 38 points. Ventura County is at 37. Tacoma Defiance at 35. Whitecaps FC 2 at 34. One more win than the Town. Timbers 2 at 32. Dynamo Dos right now in 9th at 29 points. Sporting Kansas City 2 at 28. Real Monarchs at 25. 2 more wins than Austin FC 2. Los Verdos. Colorado Rapids 2 at 22 points, and Loons 2 at 19. So that is your playoff picture currently. 8 teams qualifying from each conference. 2 division champs in the next 6 with the most points. Tiebreakers are wins, goal differential, goals for, shootout wins, and then you get into away goals for differentials and things like that. So that's how things are in MLS Next Pro at present. So for Clinching scenarios, match 24, playoff clinching scenarios. Here's how it is. North Texas, basically, if they win. Then you get a shootout win, and Austin FC gets 2 or fewer points. But those are the first two. So North Texas, if they win, they're in. Then you got to worry about other things. Playoff qualifications and tiebreakers, we talked about all of that. So right now, North Texas, they can get into the postseason 6 different ways, but the biggest thing right now is if they win, they're in, then everything should be fine. So that way you take a peek at what's going on there in MLS Next Pro. North Texas win into the postseason. MLS Next Pro goal of the week for match week 23 goes to Dynamo Doses Sebastian Rodriguez. Power rankings for match week 23. Tacoma Defiance at 10, Fire 2 at 9, Ventura County's at 8, NYCFC 2 at 7, LAFC 2 at 6, Union 2 at 5 after the loss, Crew 2 at 4, FC Cincinnati 2 at 3, St. Louis City 2 at 2, and North Texas right now beating Dynamo Dos 4-1 during the week. Right now, North Texas power rankings at MLSNextPro.com. Pro Match Week 23 honors across the board. Core, Team of the Week, for the obvious reason. Then it is Pedrinho for North Texas SC as the MLS Next Pro Player of the Match Week for 23. Scored twice in the 4-1 win over Dynamo Dos. Also on the board, Rising Star of Match Week 23, Kellen LeBlanc of Philadelphia Union 2. Scored his first 2 MLS Next Pro goals in his first start for Union 2 in the 4-2 loss to Toronto FC 2. So those are all of your stars for the week when it comes to Match Week 23 in MLS Next Pro. So let's get you ready for the next 7 days and kind of lay things out for you. On Friday, the 23rd, on Season Pass, Atlanta United 2 hosting Orlando City B at 7:30. On MLSNextPro.com, 8 o'clock, NYCFC 2, Chicago Fire 2. And on Season Pass at 9 o'clock, Austin is hosting Colorado Rapids 2 at Palmer Field. One game on Saturday. It is Carolina Core at 7:30 hosting New England Revolution 2 at Truist Point. That one's on Season Pass. Then traditionally, the busy Sunday. There'll be a test. Season Pass, 3 o'clock, Toronto FC 2 in Huntsville. Inter Miami 2 at 7 o'clock against Chattanooga FC. MLSNextPro.com, 7 o'clock, Red Bulls 2, Crown Legacy. MLS Season Pass, 7 o'clock, St. Louis City 2, North Texas. Big one in the top of the Western Conference. 7 o'clock Season Pass, Whitecaps 2 hosting LAFC 2 at Swangard. MLSNextPro.com, it's SaberCats at 8, Dynamo Dos and Loons 2. 8 o'clock Season Pass, The Town FC and Tacoma. And at 10 o'clock on Season Pass, Ventura County and Real Monarchs at William Rollins Stadium. Then Monday the 26th, Philadelphia hosting Columbus Crew 2 at Subaru Park at 6 o'clock on Season Pass. Wednesday, it is NYCFC 2 at 5 Eastern hosting Orlando City B on Season Pass. Atlanta United 2 at Truist Point at 7:30 against Carolina Core. Los Verdos hosting Loons 2 on Season Pass at 9 o'clock. That one is at Palmer Field. So that is your rundown of everything going on in MLS Next Pro. Let's get you into possibly some juice boxes if they were to exist for the activity going on in MLS Next Pro. And we do have juice boxes for some of the immediate games. Once again, this is a composite brought to us by our friends at Odds Portal. Right now, Atlanta United 2, Orlando City B, the juice boxers have thrown a blanket over the top. Within the margin of error, Atlanta United 2 at plus 144, Orlando City B at a plus 147. NYCFC 2 minus 132, hosting Fire 2 at a plus 250. Austin FC 2 at a minus 106, hosting Rapids 2 at a plus 233. Core minus 125, hosting Revs 2 at a plus 252. And Ventura County hosting Real Monarchs at a minus 130. Real Monarchs are a plus 250. Reminder, if you are in market and can catch any of the action in MLS Next Pro, please do. It is the next wave of folks that are trying to work their way up the ladder with their second teams or their independent clubs. So if you can make it, please make it. You get to watch and see what's going on in the growth of MLS Next Pro. If you can't make it, you're in market, follow along on local providers and social media and streaming services. If you're out of market, can't make it, follow along, local providers, streaming services, social media, and you got us every single week when it comes to everything in MLS Next Pro. So for everybody here at SDH, I'm just John. Thanks for dropping by. That is the week in MLS Next Pro. Play it safe, everybody. Enjoy the game.